Bismillah Rahman Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. I hope that everybody is fine and enjoying lives as well. I welcome you to my 25th lecture. The topic is already known to you. It is delivery, and we are discussing the different methods of delivery. In my last lecture, I discussed the speaking impromptu, and in this lecture, I'm going to conclude this topic and the last method of delivery as well. So, this method of delivery is known as speaking extemporaneously. Basically, extemporaneous means the same as impromptu, means something that is presented suddenly. I clearly remember the days when I used to study at Oxford English Language Center. There used to be a period of extempore presentations, extempore speeches. What used to happen that there used to be a bowl on the table, and in the bowl there were different chits, and those chits bear different topics on them, and those chits were folded in the bowl, and everybody was used to be called by the host or by the compare. The one who used to conduct the period, he used to or she used to call him or her on the stage, and then that person used to come on the stage, and he would pick the chit and would read the topic, and then very quickly, without getting any time, he used to begin with that particular topic. This is how we used to enjoy. We used to get the advantage of speaking through extempore presentations. But as I told you, that speaking means impromptu suddenly, but in its technical use it's not like that. Why it's not like that? There are certain reasons. Basically, what happens when it comes to speaking impromptu, sorry, speaking extemporaneously, this means a carefully prepared and rehearsed speech that is presented from a brief set of notes. Now, this explains that this is a carefully, means it requires your attention, it requires your process, it requires that you need to follow, you need to carry out, you need to understand, you need to follow your all these steps one by one, and then you should begin with. So it's first of all carefully prepared and then rehearsed. You rehearse it, you practice it many times, until unless you get mastery over it. There is presented from a brief set of notes that you make certain notes, or you can say you can make outlines of your topic, you bring it with them on the stage, and then you present it before the audience. So technically the two are different, means impromptu and extemporaneous. Why? Because unlike an impromptu speech which is delivered suddenly, an extemporaneous speech is carefully prepared and practiced in advance. And presenting the speech, the extemporaneous speaker uses only a brief set of notes or speaking outline to jog the memory. The exact word is choosing at the moment of delivery. Now one has rehearsed about topic, one has prepared about topic, he has not written any speech, but he has made all the outlines, all the points. Now exact words, selection of words is chosen at the time when you are talking, when you're delivering, when you're presenting your speech. Therefore it's known as extemporaneously. Later on, this is not as hard as it sounds. Once you have your outline or notes, and know what topics you are going to cover and what order, you can begin to practice the speech. Every time you run through it, the wording will be slightly different. As you practice the speech over and over, the best way to present each part will emerge and stick in your mind. Once you practice different parts, once you practice rehearse them again and again, so words may be different every time, but you will come up to the conclusion, you will come up at the stage when you will have a wonderful way of delivery. So The extemporaneous method has several advantages. It gives more precise control over thought and language than does impromptu speaking. It offers greater spontaneity and directness than does speaking from memory or from a full manuscript, and it is adaptable to a wide range of situations. It also encourages the conversational quality audiences look for in speech delivery. I can recall, or I can give you an example of a Sindhi speaker. He is Mr. Jami Chandu. He lives in Sindh and he is a wonderful writer, wonderful speaker, a student of Ustad Ibrahim Joyo and Rasul Baksh Palejo. When he is called on the stage, he used to make short notes. For example, he is going to talk about the poetry, so he would bring with him a couple of outlines. Okay, what is poetry, what significance of poetry, what the definitions of poetry, and how it touches the people, how it talks to people, and what it does in past, what its future. And this is how he will bring different notes. And when he will be contest call on the stage, he will have his short notes and outlines. He will follow them and he will talk them in a very natural way. So this is how they do it. So these were the four methods of delivery. I hope that you have got all the methods of delivery very carefully and very attentively. Now my task to you all is, keep in mind that what kind of method of delivery is you know may sound easy to you, may sound comfortable to you. Whatever method of delivery you find it easy, try to work on that method and try to develop a speech of 2 to 3 minutes and record it. uh, Record your speech and try to look at how you're talking and how you are speaking. Inshallah, I'll talk to you in my next lecture with the next topic. Till that, stay blessed, stay safe, and stay at your home. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.